Welcome on in, my name is PJ, this is a raid challenge video. In today's video we're going to go over the new fusion that is coming Thursday, November 20th. It is a fragment fusion, fragment summon fusion, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier than some of the hybrids or the other fusions that they do. But let's get right into it. Who is the fusion? We got Kroz Wallbreaker. He is an Ogryn legendary champion, attack spirit based, and it looks like he's a bomber. So let's get into it. Let's break down the kit, give you my thoughts, my opinions, and I would love to hear what you guys think of this champion as well. So we got the A1, attacks one enemy 3 times each hit, has a 30% chance of decreasing the detonation countdown of all bomb debuffs on the target by 1 turn. Also has a 30% chance of placing stun debuff for 1 turn, and this is going to book to a 50% chance, so 50% chance to decrease the detonation time. And then also stunning has a 50% chance 1 turn. Pretty good A1, not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at the A2. Hold up guys, now is the perfect time to click on my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 4 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Step 1, log out a player and play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato after signing up, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. So click on my link right now and let's crush this together. Battlefield Sapper, 75% chance books to 100% chance to place 2 bomb debuffs on each enemy that detonates after 2 turns, fills this champion's turn meter by 25% for each enemy with a bomb debuff. Okay, so let's break this down. So books with 100% chance. So there's good and bad. So he's a spirit champion. We have to be worried about weak hitting. The good news about the A2 is that it's not a hit, it's actually a place. So because he's placing it, he will not weak hit. You can still get resisted even have enough accuracy, but he won't weak hit against magic champions, which is amazing. So you'll not guarantee to get the bombs, but high chance of getting the bombs with enough accuracy. Obviously if they have feral, stuff like that, it won't work. But as long as they don't have feral, you're pretty much guaranteed to get almost like an extra turn. It's not an exact extra turn or an instant turn because of how the turn meter works. Someone might have 105% turn meter when you have 100%, so they're gonna still go before you. So it's not a guaranteed extra turn like Nishak, but pretty good chance of getting an extra turn or close to an extra turn with the A2. So you can go right into the A3, which I do like. Big fan of this being a place, so no weak hitting, and I like that you get a almost instant turn. I wish it was just a guaranteed extra turn like Nishak, could be a lot better. But depending on who you're facing, if it's PvE, then you're definitely going to be getting a good shot of getting like an instant turn. And then in PvP, PvE, you have a good chance of getting like an instant turn, extra turn. In PvP, it could vary depending on resistance and if they have feral or not. So a little bit tougher to get used and to get to work in PvP, but I think really going to be good in PvE. And then let's take a look at the A3. Attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance of decrease in detonation. Countdown of all bomb debuffs by 1 turn. Also has a 75 books to 100% chance of block active skills for 2 turns. And this is, okay, so this is, this is a 5 booking down to a 4. This is a 4 booking down to a 3 turn cooldown. So this is looking good. This is the only like downside of the kit is that this you can weak hit. So the bombs are placed, you won't weak hit the bombs, but then let's say you get all the bombs up on everybody. This is also not per bomb, it's not 25% per bomb debuff, it's just champion that gets bombs on them. So just to clarify that. But let's say you do get the extra turn or like the guaranteed 25% the next turn, then you could still weak hit the Encore or the Magic Affinity, the Siegfried or the Commodus or whoever it is, the Magic Champion, and not get the detonation, not get the bombs detonations to 1 turn, and then you're kind of screwed because they could cleanse or do what they need to do and kill you. So I'm a little worried about the A3 not it being super consistent with getting the bomb debuffs down to 1 turn, which you really need. But you can't have a champion be perfect. Obviously he's gonna have some flaws, so and this is one of them. The other thing I do like though is the block active skills on a 2 turn booked up to a 3 turn cooldown. This is very strong, especially for PvE. I love this for PvE. I think this dude's gonna be a monster for faction wars. That's where I'm gonna, I think, use them mostly, but could be good for PvP as well. If you somehow don't get the bombs to kill them, then you can lock them out still. Kind of similar to Commodus, where Commodus, he puts the bombs and then if he doesn't kill them, he stuns them. So I can see a little similarity to that. Pretty good move. Gotta be careful of the wand, or actually no, I don't think wand doesn't do block active, so no, you're fine with that. So yeah, pretty safe. good skill. Booked under 2-turn block actors is very, very strong. Let's take a look at the passive as well. Refills all allies turn meter by 5% for each time a bomb debuff detonates, and then also has a 20% chance of activating an instant turn effect on this champion whenever an ally or enemy is killed by a bomb debuff. So pretty cool. This does open up some type of synergy with other bombers. So if you have a Nishak, if you have a Commodus, maybe this dude could go well with them. If you're Shazar or a Gaius, maybe could be interesting. But I think Uugo goes very well with Nishak. The thing is, if you have Nishak, do you really need this guy? I'm not sure. If you don't have Nishak, if you don't have Commodus, I think this dude will be pretty good for you. I think if you don't have any bomb champions, this guy will be nice for you. And then especially for PvE, specifically Ogren, I think for a lot of people is very tough, me included. Is my hardest faction. There, I think stage 11, I want to say, there's one where you have to kill people with bombs. I know there's War Mother out there. I have War Mother. I tried it. It's really, really hard to do. If you have 2 War Mothers, I think that's a lot easier, but I rather do like 1 War Mother and this dude versus build 2 War Mothers. And there's also, I think, Galcut, who's an epic that can do bombs, and maybe Grunge can do some type of bombs, but still, it's really, really tough to get that challenge done with the options we have now. Not impossible, people do it, but very tough. So I think this dude's gonna make that way, way easier. And then there's a few other stages in Hard Faction Wars I think he'll make easier. One specifically, it's one of the later stages. I want to say like 19 or 20, where you need to place 10 debuffs on the enemy before you kill them, and he's bringing 3, maybe 4, depending on if you get good RNG. You can get the stun out there, but bringing the bombs, bringing the block active skills, which will be clutch, and yeah, bringing turn meter fill for your team could grant an instant turn for himself, which is pretty cool. Overall, I think this guy's pretty sick. Obviously, we don't know the multipliers. We'll have to see the test server and see how much damage his bombs do, but assuming that his bombs do a lot of damage, I would try to get him. Now, I know a lot of people are very drained on resources. They just went all in for the TMNT, for Leo, for all that. So if you don't have the resources, definitely understandable. Try to save maybe for the Christmas fusion or for a future fusion coming up that you like. But if you have the resources, I think this dude would be a good pickup. Especially if you're mid-game, I think this dude will be very good for you. If you're late-game, end-game, probably not as good for you, depending on what you need. But if you're late-game, end-game, you probably, depending on how hard you went for Leo, probably have the resources and can do them. And I think he'll be good for Hard Faction War, which is my main use for him. I have Nishak, I have Commodus. I think I could do some cool, like I said, double bomb stuff with him. But my main thing is factions with him. I know a lot of people, and myself included, is saying we need revivers for Ogren, which we do. There's Bellatar, who is a Void Legendary, and then there's a Rare, who's a Reviver. So not many options. Would love a Reviver, but if the enemy's dead and or locked out or stunned, then they can't kill you, so you don't need a revive, right? So if you can just blow them up and kill them and lock them out, block active skills for 2 turns, stun them, and they can't really do anything but a 1 or not attack, then you don't really need a reviver, right? So I'm thinking maybe the best defense is good offense. If they don't die, we don't need revive. So I'm really, really hoping this guy's gonna help out in Faction Wars. I'm thinking he will, and I think he could be cool for Siege, for Arena, maybe some Live Arena. Granted, there's Feral out there nowadays. High res is a thing. There's just like fast champions, block damage, like Neve, Mariska's out there. So there's definitely counters to bombs, but if you get the right team to face them, bombs are devastating, very, very fun to use. Just see the enemies just blow up, boom, 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 boom. You're gone. It's very satisfying to watch. I love them in PvP. Commodus, kind of like a cheat code. Nishak is really good though too. Before I had Commodus, I used Nishak a lot. Very, very strong. Do not sleep on him. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be going for him though, definitely. Like I said, I try to do every fusion, so it's not really saying much, but I think this dude's going to be, at least in my head, I'm hoping he's going to be really good for Faction Wars, and then definitely I think could be good for some PvP as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like, hit that sub button, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.